Recruiters actually only take a look probably at 30 seconds on the resume. If it looks good on the first view, they'll take a little bit of more time and look into it.
30
They're not going to
seconds?
spend
30 seconds.
very, very, very quick.
What's up, everybody? My name is Ryan J. Whitehead. Today we're talking about updating your resume. We're here with Sasha. Sasha, let's talk through it. We need to talk from, looking for the right template, and we need to talk from looking on to Resume Assistant, and then how to build a social profile, professional social profile on LinkedIn. And let us know your background a little bit and walk us through it.
Sure. Fantastic. So I have a little bit of background. I worked as a recruiter for a recruitment agency for about a year. I've seen my share of resumes. I've seen good ones. I've seen ones that need a bit more work. And again, everything that I'm going to give you today, tips, tricks, do's, don'ts, it's not applicable to every single situation out there because different positions mean different resumes. It's very important to tailor your resume for the position you're applying for. Applying for some position in the banking field versus marketing or video game design, or it's completely different atmosphere, so your resume has to reflect that. That's super important, and we're going to kind of take a look at that in the templates. So first things first, you want to separate into different categories because you want your CV to be, or your resume to be, as simple as possible. Recruiters actually only take a look probably at 30 seconds on the resume. If it looks good on the first view, they'll take a little bit of more time and look into it.
30 seconds?
They're not going to spend
30 seconds.
Very, very, very quick. It's extremely quick. First thing, honestly, that I would look at, are there any gaps? So if you see, let's say, 2010 to 2015, and then the next one is 2018, I see a 3-year gap. That kind of makes me uneasy. I'll probably pass on to the next. I'll take a look at the positions. Does it kind of reflect the position that the person's applying for? If not, I'll move on to the next. These are small things. If the resume I take a look at is filled with mistakes, doesn't look good, these are all things I will move on to the next very quickly. There's so many resumes out there that you just don't have time to filter through the ones that you feel that you didn't put that necessary time into, because obviously putting that amount of time into building a perfect resume, it's definitely worth it in the long run. So here, we just went right here. You go into New and Search. You can see here there's resumes and cover letters. Otherwise, you can actually just write resume, then enter. And then you'll have a ton of resumes right here.
Yeah.
And you'll notice there's some that are colorful. There's some that are completely plain. And again, I know I briefly talked about this at the beginning. If you're going into banking, I don't think this will be the resume I would recommend.
Yeah.
Where maybe you're going into video game design, or you're going into something a bit more artistic. Well, this might do the job. So I mean, again, that's your job on gauging what type of field you're going into.
Right.
So we're gonna actually open up a few. Okay. I actually saw this one, and I'd like to open this one up. So let's take a look at a few things right here. You'll actually notice on the side that something popped up, Resume Assistant. That's going to do that every single time you open up a template for a resume. And we're going to talk about this in a few minutes. I just want to take a look at this resume over here, and maybe Ryan, you can actually give me a little bit of help in noticing a few things that work and maybe that don't work. What do you think? So one of the things I actually noticed really quickly is profile. We have a lot of text. Again, if these are words, well, it's not English, but this, I see that there's quite a bit of text. I would reduce that, or maybe put it into bullet points. It's a lot. It's too much. I would never read this as a recruiter. And the picture. So this is a big thing as well.
Yes.
I talked about this with Ryan before our call. So pictures, it's not a definite no. I'd say in Northern America, we're not necessarily looking at resumes with pictures. We won't at all discriminate for somebody that has a picture. I'll take a look through the whole resume, and it's as good as somebody that didn't put one. It's mostly something that in European countries you kind of have to put. So again, feel free to put one here. There's no worries, but you'll notice mine doesn't. Ryan's has one. It's really up to you there. And again, I would kind of gauge what type of field you're going into. Banking, I wouldn't necessarily put one, but again, if you were doing, I don't know, or as a realtor, I don't know if they have to apply, but if you're as a realtor, probably you're going to have to put your face. So those are kind of things that you have to gauge there. Other things that are great, well, we have sections, work experience, education, skills. You have a little graph. This is really easy for recruiters to look at. So I see this one, the person is really proficient, and this not necessarily. If you were to have this on your resume, I would put something that has absolutely nothing to do with the job at hand, and this something that has everything to do with the job at hand. So for you guys that don't know about the search bar here, works like wonders. So you just write whatever you want, and it'll kind of find what you're looking for. So you can either find a new resume template, you can go on LinkedIn directly, or you can open up the resume assistant. So what we're going to be doing here is use the resume assistant. So we're going to get started. Perfect. So add role. So you're going to add whatever role that you're going for. I've been talking about banking since the beginning, so why not use that? So we're going to do a financial advisor. We're going to do that. And add the industry. So let's do probably banking, investment banking, or banking. So let's do banking. See examples. Okay. So we have here work experience examples. So you're going to notice everything is powered by LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So all of this information right here you can find on LinkedIn directly. It's just a huge help to have it on the side of your resume so you can actually just work side by side. And so work experience examples. This is great because a lot of people will write their job description under the position, and that's something that I don't recommend. If you guys read job descriptions for positions, there's pages and pages and pages. There's usually 30 to 40 bullet points. It's way too much. You don't want to add. So if you took a look at my resume, I think I had maybe 4 on each. And again, I'd say no more than 5 probably. Just this gives you a good idea on what to write. And I would recommend reading through a few of those and then creating your own idea on what you're looking for. Now, if you wanted as well, banking, let's say you're not finding what you wanted, but you saw there was investment banking, so investment banking right there, and that's going to open up quite a few new ones. And again, you can read more there. You can filter as well for top skills. So here we have investments only, but if you were looking for something that was a bit more broad, you'd have filters and you could go through those as well.
So excellent information. So LinkedIn profile as a recruiter, did you ever look at someone's profile and be like, that's the guy we're looking for?
And so I can't tell you enough how much keywords are important. If you're not sure what to write, go on LinkedIn, look on nice profiles, look at some of the words that they're adding. And one thing that I wanted to show you, I don't know, we'll go back on the resume assistant, and this is actually a great tool. So, oh, great, it's open there. So you can come down here, top skills for financial advisor. And then these are a few words that you can actually use. Again, don't write them if you don't have those skills. You're going to get calls that you're going to have to explain why you're not qualified for those. But let's say you've worked in investment banking. It's a top skill for a financial advisor. Add that on your resume. Add that on your LinkedIn. These are super good tools that you can use. And if not, right now is the perfect time. We're all at home. We're working from home. We have a bit more time on our hands. Well, you can try working on these skills because you know these are the top skills that recruiters are looking for a financial advisor. Again, you can do this with any position. You'll have all the words that are mostly looked for top skills for that position. And you can actually use here articles to help you write your resume. All of this on the side, the resume assistant, it's amazing, and you can use it for your Indeed, for your personal resume, for your LinkedIn, for your cover letter. There's a ton of things that you can do with this on the side. I really recommend trying it out.
Perfect. All right. Well, that's a great way to end it. Sasha, thank you so much. We'll definitely be taking another look at resumes down the road. This was a great in-depth look at how to build a resume. And so thank you guys for joining us tonight. Sasha, thank you. And make sure you guys stay tuned for Easy Encore. We got a lot more content coming towards you. Until the next time, guys. Peace, love, gaming. Boo-boo.